Good morning. Today's date is the 3rd of February 2023. My name's Sam and I work for the Wharfdale and Airborough Methodist Circuit in two roles. One is as the Cadet Centre Manager and the other role is as an activity organiser for three of our churches. So when I was asked to record a reflection, I had a couple of thoughts. The first was I have no idea what I will talk about. And the second was really that I wondered if anyone would want to listen to my rantings about a particular subject. And I think the word that sprung to mind was doubt. I doubted my ability and I just doubted really whether I would know what to do and whether it was a good idea to even say that I would do a reflection. And it got me sort of thinking about the word doubt. And I think a lot of us are plagued by doubt that put us off doing things. And, like we probably doubt our abilities at work often. We might doubt our abilities in relationships. And sometimes we do worry about what other people think of us and how other people might perceive our actions. And it sort of got me thinking a little bit also about the last few years that we've had. And so many clients that I see for the debt centre, their mental health is just so poor. And, I'm not saying it was good before the pandemic, but it's been a really hard time that we've been through. And I think probably a lot of us felt doubt during that time as to, we doubted what people were telling us. We sometimes doubted, the medical advice at times. And even the people in power, there was a shadow of doubt over, their intentions at times. So I kind of thought, we do have a lot of doubt sometimes in our lives. But then I felt that the one thing that I don't doubt is my faith and my belief in God and Jesus as the Son of God. And that's something that I'm certain of. And I think there's times in my life when I do doubt myself and possibly others. But it's during those times that instead of running away from things that might be a bit uncomfortable, I think that God has a plan for me, and who am I to say no to things that come up? Who am I to doubt myself when God knows each and every one of us just as we are? And He doesn't doubt our ability to cope with these situations. And He loved us so much that He sent His own Son to die for our sins. So who am I to doubt myself when, I'm doing God's work and it's really my pleasure to come and share any thoughts that I have with you all this morning. And so I was also thinking that, Thomas was, doubting Thomas, as he was called. He doubted Jesus, and he might have doubted Jesus, but he was very honest about his doubt. And just because he doubted that Jesus had been resurrected didn't mean that he left the other followers. He was just honest about it. And Jesus didn't say that this was a sin almost. He sort of, he allowed Thomas to have those doubts. And that makes me think of times when, perhaps I've doubted my faith and, others who don't believe, they have doubts. And that's all right. And I think it is all right to doubt. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It's not a negative thing to doubt. And you might have doubts, but Jesus will love you just the same, doubts and all. So I just wanted to close my reflection with a prayer that we can share together. So Father, bless us today. Comfort us when we are afraid, and be with us when we have doubts. Give us the confidence to lean into things that we find uncomfortable, and be honest and open about our feelings, even if they might be what other people wouldn't want to hear. And just give us the strength to know that it's your plan that we are part of, and that we are not here on our own, and that really you know what we have to offer, and you see the best in us, and you want the best for us. And give us comfort in knowing that, so that we will know the right decisions to make, and we will know the things that you would like us to do. Amen. Thank you for listening to me.